let's check in with someone who knows a lot about the MAGA movement. He helped start it, in fact, former Trump campaign advisor Roger Stone. Always great to see you, my dear friend.
Ed, great to be with you again.
Musk's people are already pouring some water, cold water on that story, and it was probably leaked to make Elon look good by suggesting he's focused on business again. But the broader point to me is that the president keeps on winning, regardless of who's on board or not. And in your estimation, is that setting Republicans up for a big midterm with or without Elon?
Well, let's be very clear, Ed, that actions in this case speak louder than words. Elon Musk in late June gave $15 million, $5 million of it to Donald Trump's largest super PAC, MAGA Inc., $5,000 each to the House and Senate Republican campaign committees. I've always been a fan of Elon Musk because of what he's done for free speech. Let's be clear. He didn't just buy Twitter and convert it into X by deciding to release all of those records that demonstrated that the intelligence services worked hand in glove with the former executives at Twitter to censor Americans who were pro-Trump or pro-MAGA or questioned the COVID-19 effectiveness of the vaccination or questioned the election results of 2020. He painted a huge target on his back, and he stood tall for free speech. So I think there's going to be a rapprochement here. I think when you come down to fundamental issues like freedom, that Elon Musk is on the right team. And of course, he has a warm relationship with the Vice President, J.D. Vance.
He does. Now, also interesting, the intrigue here of the Journal pumping up Vice President Vance for 2028. Vance has been spending time, as you probably know, with Rupert Murdoch. He obviously owns the Wall Street Journal and Fox News. So Murdoch may be trying to line up his relationships. But there's also been a lot of buzz about Secretary of State Marco Rubio and his prospects. And then there's Tulsi Gabbard, who keeps taking on Barack Obama and Adam Schiff and all the Russiagate liars. And I've noticed on social media, you were a big fan of her potentially being VP the last time. You've talked about her having a bright political future. I guess my question is, how do you see, we've heard all this intrigue about Newsom and Kamala, nobody really cares. How do you see 2028 on the Republican side?
Well, first of all, Ed, I think it's notable that the Republican Party's got a deep bench. You just named three extraordinarily potentially strong candidates for president or vice president. In our party, of course, a sitting vice president has a huge leg up. We believe in hegemony. We believe in the natural order of things. And J.D. Vance is doing a terrific job as vice president. Truth is, he doesn't get as much credit as he deserves because a lot of the things he does are behind the scenes. For example, his role in the confirmation of RFK, the confirmation of Tulsi Gabbard, the confirmation of Kash Patel, the confirmation of Scott Bessent. So he understands the role of vice president, but you could take any of those people you just named in any order, and it'd be a stronger ticket than the Democrats have. Who are they going to nominate? Bernie Sanders? I mean, this whole blowhard is so tired. You know, I noticed how he used to attack millionaires and billionaires. But Ed, now he only attacks billionaires. You know why that is? Because today, Bernie's a millionaire. He and his wife skimmed millions of dollars from his two presidential campaigns in media placement firms, which is not illegal. But unless he disclosed it to his donors, I think it's unethical.
Absolutely. So in the last minute we have, you're fearless, and you've been around the game a long time. And there's a Republican named Carlos Jimenez in the great state of Florida, says he's MAGA, says a lot of the right things, but you've been publishing some questions about some of his ties. What's going on here in terms of the Cuban military?
To be very clear, there's a group of Cuban American politicians in the Miami area who talk a good game. But in this particular case, you have Carlos Jimenez, a former mayor, head of the relevant committee, the Maritime Subcommittee of Transportation, yet he never questions the deep Cuban intelligence ties of a defense contractor called Crowley, and he never points out that there are people at the Florida International University involved in the Cuban Research Institute there, which is really an influence peddling operation for the regime in Cuba. So it's one thing to talk a good game, but it's something else to actually do something to topple the regime and better the lives of the people in Cuba. You got a lot of talk is cheap, folks, but the intelligence services for the Cuban regime are deeply embedded at FIU, and people need to know about it.
All right. Well, they know about it now, thanks to the great Roger Stone. Roger, we appreciate your time tonight. Thank you, sir.
Great to be with you, Ed. Always great.